Oh, God, that's terrifying.
What's up, C Rosie?
Oh, my God. You're scaring the crap out of everybody on here. And you're ruining your hair. I don't know what's worse.
Can't ruin this hair. What's going on? So good to see your face, dude. Look at you.
Yeah. I dressed up as a generic NFL TV host today. Here you go. How'd I do?
You're sexy, man. No matter what you do, you can't hide that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get going with it. It is a Sunday edition of Baseball Today. It is presented to you by our friends at Dugout Mugs. They're going to tell you shortly how you can save 35% on all your Dugout Mugs goodies. But a few things. First of all, pair of respects to the late Jerry Remy, who passed away. We just got word of that earlier today. He had been fighting cancer 7 different times. So the legendary Red Sox player and broadcaster gone at the age of 68. Boy, you talk about a guy who showed some courage over the years. He just kept battling, kept wanting to get back in that broadcast booth and be around the game that he loves so dearly.
Yeah, that's very sad. I didn't know that. So
yeah. So shout out to Jerry Remy and all of Red Sox Nation, who I'm sure is going through some really difficult stuff today, which is kind of an odd time because we are celebrating this great game and what might be the final day of the baseball season, which is really weird to come to grips with, I think, because this is stuff that starts in middle February with spring training, and then at times the season seems like it'll never end, and then here you are, what might be at the very end, and you're like, what is going on here?
I think the timing of it feels absolutely perfect. Going through a full season, like doing what we did this year, covering the game, I feel the same way. Like I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The off season's ahead of us. I'm very excited for the World Series and all the things that are going on. But my goodness, like I feel gassed. I feel like I'm playing in the World Series right now.
Seriously, how do you feel compared to when you were a player playing 162?
Obviously, it's easier on your body, but like what we do, like covering the game, following it, like it's a long season.
Yeah, it's exhausting, isn't it?
Long season and not as physically demanding. Just want to make that clear for everybody, but mentally, and it's a grind.
Okay. All right, so let's hit the rewind button on Game 4 first. Astros seemingly had it in control. And then in the 7th inning, things went haywire. They brought in Christian Javier. No problem with that move. I thought it was a great move. And then Swanson and Soler, as a pinch hitter, go back-to-back, give the Braves a 3-2 lead that they would not relinquish. Scale of 1 to 5, how shocked were you that transpired that way?
5. That was just a good old-fashioned baseball moment right there. That's an October moment for the ages. I mean, Dansby, both of them just got mistakes to hit. 8 and 9, you got Dansby coming up, then a pinch hitter. Soler was already on deck, so you knew what you were facing. 1-2 heater to Dansby, just over the middle of the plate. That's it. You know, he puts it out to right field, and the same thing to Soler, 2-1 hanger. And, I mean, big league hitters don't miss those pitches very often. But to come off the bench like Soler did too, to follow it up it's tough because I'll say this about it, and then I want to hear your thoughts. When you see a guy in front of you hit a bomb, immediately in your mind you're like, I want to hit a back-to-back bomb. I want to hit one too. I want to put us up. And usually that's bad for you. That's bad to get in that state of mind. But I don't know if Soler was thinking that, but he did it. So whatever he was thinking, thumbs up.
And I got to tell you, Swanson's was not only was it perfect timing, as we want to welcome in Miguel Rojas to the chat. Miggy Ro, good to see you, my man. Hey, by the way, his pre-series pick of MVP was Travis d'Arnaud, and he's got a shot at it.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, Miggy, keep doing your thing. And also, everybody in the chat, let's congratulate Miguel Rojas on getting his 2-year extension, which is flat out awesome. Everybody at the Rose Rotation and JOMBOY Media, so proud of the guy. It's not just about this. It's about much more than that. Just want to say that. Although it is about that, too.
I love Miggy. He's very well-deserved. It could be about this. That's okay. You worked hard for it, man.
Hell yes, it is. Hell yes, it is. So with Swanson, he had a great regular season, right? First of all, I didn't expect him to get a heater 1-2. I don't know about you. I mean, he was just where was another slider on that?
Yeah, you're just trying to trick him right there. Or maybe like expand the zone to go back.
Yeah. I was happy for him. 'Cause, I mean, he was just where was another slider on that? Yeah, you just trying to trick him right there. Or maybe like expand the zone to go back. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I was happy for him. 'Cause, I mean, he was just where was another slider on that? Yeah. Yeah. I was happy for him in part, did you listen to his post-game interview on Fox?
Mm-mm.
Oh, go back and find it. It was that good. This is a guy that grew up a huge Braves fan, Hawks fan, Falcons fan. Even though he was the number one pick, he talked a little bit about the struggles of being traded almost immediately after being the number one pick. He didn't understand it. He gets to Atlanta. He meets his girlfriend, who is a soccer star, on the U.S. national team. He ends up kind of finding some balance in his life, being around family, and it really encapsulating all the stuff that we don't see as fans, that you go through as a player, and the ups and downs and all that sort of stuff. I thought the post-game interview was great, and it only happened because he hit what ended up being the game-tying home run, and then Soler hits that 4-iron that, Jordan missed by about that much.
Jake asked me after that, he said, does Rosie catch that? He goes, what percentage of big leaguers catch
You mean me?
Jake asked me that.
If this Rosie catches it?
Oh, no. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together right there. Wow, right over here. I said like 5%. I feel like not many left fielders catch that ball. But, Jordan made it look kind of like close, but he's like tall and
right.
He really went back and looked at some very difficult players. 107 off the bat.
Yeah. By the way, there aren't going to be a lot of quarterbacks that take a rib shot like Jordan Alvarez did last night into that fence. Oof, I hope he's okay today because that could be a little sore.
Oh, yeah, that's sore for sure.
Yeah. All right, Kyle Wright came into the game in the first inning after the starter, Dylan Lee, only recorded 1 out. Then he got out of a jam, proceeded to give the Braves 4 2/3, giving up only 1 run in that span. How much did he save their ass?
The entire way. I mean, Snicker said it himself after the game. He's like, he won the game for us. Coming in the situation he came in, that's nightmare scenario for people. Bases on out facing Carlos Correa. I mean, this guy's – I know he hasn't done much in the World Series yet, but he's a postseason guy. Like, in those moments, when you're watching that, you're almost expecting him to hit a grand slam.
Right.
Gets in the ground out, gets the strikeout of Tucker, which is almost as equally impressive. And then, it goes and gives them distance and length to get it back to the bullpen guys they want to get it to. It was everything, and that's what it takes. That's why Atlanta's, where they're at. They've had guys step up like that and put them in these situations after having, Charlie go down and all that good stuff. So kudos, man.
Well, this is the second time we've seen this with them. We talked about it yesterday. Was the last time that they had a full arm barn game. And by the way, for everybody who's saying we're just having fun with the arm barn, that's all. The arm barn game that they did in Game 4 of the NLCS as well. Drew Smiley was the guy that gave them length when they weren't expecting it. And here it's Kyle Wright. And you can understand why he was a first-round pick. I mean, the dude was just nasty. He was awesome. He was a lot of fun to watch, not for the Astros. And with the exception of the Altuve home run, he was flawless.
Yeah.
He was great.
He has the stuff to get out of jams, and we saw him get into a few different – that's in not an elimination game, but a big postseason game like that, it's so important to have someone do that.
Yeah, by the way, Ike the Llama, I think that's what your name is. You mean the shithouse Rose. That's funny. Well, I told Brault and Glasnow on the latest episode of the Rose Rotation, we were discussing the change from bullpen to arm barn, and Glasnow's like, well, I don't really care what they call it. They could call it the shithouse, and I'd be fine with it. So,
hey, that's a good impression of him.
Except I need long, stringy hair, and I need to look like a Greek god.
Yeah, he's too pretty to be, cursing. Come on, man. Leave that to the ugly guys.
Yeah. That's why we fucking do it. That's right. All right. More from the World Series momentarily, but Christmas, as it says on my sheet, is only 57 days away. That is no longer true. We're going to do an audible. Ooh. Christmas is only 55 days away. 55 days away. And Dugout Mugs is staying on top of all of your orders. You're going to get everything within a couple of days. But after that, you're leaving it up to all those shipping companies, whether it's FedEx or the Postal Service. And somebody in our chat said the other day, hey, listen, I work for the Postal Service. Listen to what these guys are saying. Everything is backed up. So go get your orders in now. Do it for your friends and your family. We've got so much goodness available, courtesy of Dugout Mugs, right? You can get the engraved stuff. You cannot get the skull cap that'll scare people. That is not available at dugoutmugs.com with the code word JOMBOY. But maybe it is. Go check it out. Anyway, get the cool engraved stuff. I love it. You can get the Chris Rose rotation if you want to beat the neatest kid in your neighborhood. You can get the wind up. That is awesome. They got the bottle openers. We've got the knob shots. Where the hell is my knob shot? I keep misplacing my knob shot every day. Seriously, here it is. Hey, Skull and Crossbones, do you mind making a sound with me? Thank you. So here's the deal. Dugoutmugs.com, code word JOMBOY. You're going to get 35% off of your offer. Plus, it's going to get there quickly, okay? Get ahead of the game. It's the last day of October. I keep hearing it's this Halloween thing. I'm not so sure. I cannot confirm that at this point. Go do your ordering. Code word JOMBOY. Dugoutmugs.com. 35% off. It's better than any Black Friday offer you're going to see, and that ain't even coming for another 3.5 weeks. Get your ordering done today. 55 days until Christmas. Let's go. And with that being said, let's get back to I don't know. Did you black out? Are you okay? Where'd you go?
Whew. What?
If you were Brian Snitker as we look ahead to Game 5, how would you utilize your pitching today?
You got the off day tomorrow, so you almost have to go just all hands on.
There might be an off season tomorrow if he plays it right.
I'm just saying, like, you can go all hands on deck knowing that you have a travel day tomorrow. I get it. Everyone wants to end it in 5. If they ended in 5, Chris, I will be absolutely livid. But you got to go AJ Minter for some length, right? He's the guy. He's done it before. Mm-hmm. You kind of look to have him do what Greinke did for the Astros last night. And we one time through the order, Greinke did excellent. So I figure 3 from him, and then I play matchups, and you can use everybody. The only guy that's not available is probably Kyle Wright. I mean, does Max Fried, if it's really crunch time, do you put bullpen day?
No.
Probably not. So you take Fried and Ion out, and everybody else is available, man. So I think you approach it like it's a must-win game. And I think he will. Like, the night shift said, we're here to work. We don't care. The time off is coming. Let's finish this right now. They want to finish it in Atlanta.
Yeah, they do. They want to win the championship there. They did it in 95 against my tribe. Hasn't happened since then. Yeah, Minter is the guy to start, in my opinion. He did that against the Dodgers last year in the NLCS and was great. Then, Drew Smyly can give him some length. Everybody else is going to give him probably 1 inning at this point. And if you add it all up, if Minter and Smyly can give them a combined 4 innings to 5 innings, that'll be great. It all really depends on when they have to hit and where they are in the game. That's the thing you have to factor in a National League ballpark. If they're down 2-0 and Minter has to hit and it's the 2nd inning and they've got a couple of guys on, he's out.
Sure.
So it might not totally be about their effectiveness, but where we are in the game on top of everything else.
Yeah, we're going to have to see, where the pinch hitters are going to come in, like you said, and then I think matchups are going to play a key here. Maybe we don't see those guys at the end of the game. Maybe we see him, mid-game in a high-leverage situation, and then we have some length at the end. I don't know. I think he has a lot of ways he can do it, and honestly, he's got, he can make mistakes now. He's got a 3.
And Ryan points out in the chat, good job, Tucker Davidson. I don't think we've seen Tucker Davidson yet, but
he came up for Morton.
Yeah, so that's another arm that we'll just be wowed by, I'm sure, out of Atlanta. Could be something special. By the way, what'd you think of my Greinke call?
Pretty good,
right? Pretty
good. He can hit a little bit. You got a good little swing there.
Totally. He's always been able to hit.
I mean, Framber is the only one that's in your way now.
Framber ain't getting hit. No, one of the Braves pitchers could get hit today.
How many times are we going to get a Braves pitcher hitting, though? Like once?
Right.
White?
Not much. No, I'm with you.
Greinke has a chance to go down as the last pitcher. Well, that's not true, though, because Shohei's here. Right? Like, he's not the last pitcher to ever get a hit because Shohei's going to freaking hit 60 bombs next year. So
You're right. I'm going to have to take it back. But he's in such a different category. Can you at least let me have my moment?
Yeah.
There's been so few of them throughout the playoffs for me. At least let me have one.
Okay.
All right. So Houston has to win tonight to force the series back to Texas. So what's more important, getting a decent start from Framber Valdez or getting those bats going?
I think it's 100% getting the bats going. I mean, if you look throughout the series, if you score like 4 or 5 runs, you have a good chance to win the ball game. And all the guys that, we expect to be dudes in their lineup haven't shown up. I mean, Correa hasn't shown up. Bregman hasn't shown up. Jordan hasn't shown up. We'll see how he feels today. They need those guys to come in and get some big hits for him. They need to put up a 6-7 spot today. Like, that's what they need to do to get the series back to Houston. And if they get it back to Houston, as an Astros fan, you're like, I feel pretty good about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they got Fried and they got Ion lined up, but you have to come into our place and win a game. I think we can win 2 games in a row. They're the bats, though, today have to get going 100%.
So a few things. They had 11 left on base. They went 0 for with runners in scoring position again last night. Not good combination. Even Dusty came out and said, I'm thinking of moving Bregman out of that 3-hole. He has struggled this postseason. He struggled last postseason. Something's going on, and they don't have time to figure it out. This is not a time to say, okay, well, let's just let him work through things. There's got to be a lineup switch here tonight, don't you think?
We'll see, man. We'll see. I think the players would be up for it, like anything. Like, it's all about getting the victory tonight, so it's not like Bregman can complain about it. He really hasn't been showing up. We'll see what Dusty does, though, man. It's going to be interesting.
Well, what would you do? You know the mentality of players. Would it affect him that much? I mean, shit, you can't get a worse performance. I mean, he'll be the first one to tell you that.
No, I totally get it. I'd probably take Bregman out of the 3-hole, yes.
Yeah.
You can move into 6.
Yes.
Something like that. Where you can Bregman's fine with that. And I think Dusty probably does make a move tonight.
And by the way, Correa's got to start hitting. I mean,
yeah,
he's not out of that conversation either.
I don't move Correa out. I don't know why.
No, I don't either. No.
Correa and Bregman, whatever it is, I leave Correa there. You can move Bregman. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you ran him out there the same way too. Now that I think about it, same lineup, just run it back out.
Well, Kyle Tucker has been hitting the shit out of the ball, but you cannot move him up to the 3-hole because then you got 3 straight lefties, and the Braves have like 17 lefties in their arm barn. So they're not going to be doing that. That's simple. All right, last one. Better reactions after the Braves went back-to-back, particularly after the Soler home run, because that's when everybody went apeshit. Or the catch by your boy Eddie Rosario stealing it from Jose Altuve. What was better reactions?
I love Dansby's reaction to Soler's homer. Like, he's so fired up. That's like legit raw emotion. But I'm going to go with Rosie's own reaction to his catch. I mean,
this one?
The other Rosie, the catch Rosie, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
The catch, we didn't really talk about that. I mean, it wasn't going to be didn't rob it. It wasn't a homer, but that's extra bases. And you just saw him play it so perfectly. He got to the warning track, and as soon as he got to the warning track, he knew he was running out of time. That's when he extended. I mean, his back was completely to the ball.
Yeah.
But extended out there, caught it, and then was even able to roll his shoulder so he didn't run into the wall. It was perfectly executed. And again, I'll just reiterate, everyone that's played with the guy knows these are the moments that kid plays for. And he's thriving in them, and I'm so happy for him because you can tell he's genuinely feeling himself. He's calling himself Super Rosario. It's a pleasure to watch right now.
Yeah. It was fantastic. I loved it. Now, first of all, Swanson, I think he probably blacked out during that whole thing when Soler went deep. That guy, I mean, he went cuckoo. His hair actually started to get out of place. He was so crazy.
He actually looked a little ugly, which is hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's the stitches he got in his, it looks like he got in a, some sort of gang fight in prison. But he actually just got clipped by somebody's helmet. I think after there was a walk-off against the Dodgers in the NLCS. That's what happened. I love the reaction on so many levels after the Rosario catch. It was a huge play because you got Brantley coming up next, and that guy is just a wizard with a bat. Could have been a tie game at that point if he gets a knock. So then you get in the dugout. There's Luke Jackson hugging Rosario. I love that. And then the shot they got of Altuve doing this was awesome. So kudos to Fox and all the hardworking camera people there behind the scenes who are working double and triple time during all of the commercial breaks because they're looking for shots like that. And that was really, really funny. That was great stuff.
It was. They've been really good. I've been watching, and the production has been great.
Yeah. No, it's been really good. I mean, that's why they do it. They do it way better than some people out there. Let's just put it that way. Okay, what are you doing for Halloween?
Oh man, I got flag football early in the day today. We're gonna chill, then have some friends over. We do some cool stuff in the neighborhood. They shut a few streets down. Everybody, the decorations are wild, and then we just trick or treat, man.
Okay, I know you guys are big into playing dress up, and I saw some of Olivia's pictures last night. What do you got?
I was a last-minute cowboy last night. I put together some stuff I already had in the closet. It wasn't like a real cowboy. Like my Grandpa Al from Montana would have been disappointed in my cowboy outfit, but it worked for people in LA. Understood what it was. Tonight I have like a really comfy skeleton thing. We're gonna be walking a lot. It's cold out, so. And I have my mask.
Okay. All right, good. I'll be working tonight.
That's true. You not like bring anything?
No, not for work. Hey, listen, I don't make the rules, brother. I have to be a rule follower. We are not playing dress up on this. I'm sure we'll have some sort of segment tonight on Game Day Final at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. Shameless plug. I'll be with Andrew Hawkins, the wide receiver. I'm sure we'll be grading some of the best Halloween costumes because players are arriving to their game today in some great outfits. There's been some funny shit I've seen already.
I
So
like that.
and it's too bad because I love Halloween. I've had some great costumes over the years with my kids, but oh well.
Oh well.
Play rolls.
Can I make just a plea, just real quick?
Please do.
City of Atlanta Braves. I love you guys. I've been part of Braves Twitter now all season. Okay, it's been great. Do not win this game tonight. Do not win this game tonight. Please, if you love me at all, you'll win Game 6 in Houston, just for me. Okay? If you can do one thing, just do that. Win in 6. Thank you very much.
So if you're new to the program, the reason that Plouffe is putting that out there is because he made national, if not international news, when on March 31st he tweeted out, Braves over Astros in 6. Now, my nephew, Andrew, who's a degenerate gambler, texted me this morning, and he said, I did a little numbers crunching for your buddy Plouffe. I don't know if you want to hear them.
I don't.
He said, if you had put $100 on that bet on March 31st, do you want to know how much you would win if the Braves get 6?
Yeah, I do.
$25.6 million.
I would have been Clayton Kershaw up in here, man. 25.6.
$25.6 million. That's as long as the odds didn't change between March 29th and March 31st, he said. So he did it. That was the last time he found the odds. So it wasn't going to change that much. You might be down to $25.4 million. How you doing?
I got
you okay?
I wish you didn't tell me that. Everyone's going to be asking me, did you put any money on it? And I'm going to be the big dope that says, no, I did it for internet clout. That's my money.
Now you cannot have it happen because if it happens in 5 or it happens in 7, you can live with yourself. If the Braves win this fucking thing in 6, I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
I don't know. I don't know either. I really wish you didn't tell me that.
Woo. That was shitty of me. I'm sorry.
Woo.
I didn't want to do that. I shouldn't have done that. Are you okay now? You hate me, don't you?
If they win in 6, people just buy my NFT that I'm going to drop, okay? Just make up for the pain a little bit.
Yeah. Are you hiding tears behind your little googly-eyed glasses right now?
It's in here. It's right here.
Okay. Let's get off that. What happens tonight?
I don't know, man. I'm over-predicting. I can't predict anymore. Framber, look, it's Framber versus Braves bullpen-ish. You almost have to expect the Astros to come out and do something. Like it's like the meme where it's poking, like do something. Let's go. Astros offense, the best offense in the league, hasn't shown up. I expect them to show up tonight. I think the Astros are going to win. I think this series does go back to Houston.
I think it goes back to Houston. I think you're going to be sweating it out for Tuesday night saying, Astros, you better win because I cannot sit on this for the rest of my life. I think the Astros somehow find a way to win. I don't think their bats break out, but I think they do enough to get a W. Now the question is, how much does Framber give them an 8-inning start like he did in a big time situation up in Boston in the ALCS? It's possible. We've seen it out of him. He's rebounded when a team has lit his ass up in the earlier part of the series. So maybe it happens. I hope it happens because I'm only rooting for more baseball. I don't care who wins. I want more baseball. So that's me being selfish.
I just see the offense coming around. I think Framber does okay, but I think the offense gets it going tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. Listen, dude, everybody out there have a good, safe Halloween. Be careful out there. Check your kids' candy. I'm going to give you the little dad speech. If you're crossing roads, be careful tonight. You never know what morons out there celebrating a little too much behind the wheel. Please be careful. We want you back here again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. You good, brother? Or you hate me?
I'm sick. I'm sick.
I shouldn't have told you that. I still love you.
But, dude, internet cloud is where it's at. No one cares about money anymore. It's all about fame, okay?
And look, we got that, Oh, not really. We're working on that.
At least yeah.
Do you have baseball today coming up?
Do
you have talking baseball?
Baseball right now. I got to go for another hour here, talk about this. Hopefully I can just erase what you told me.
Yeah. Just, you know what? We'll do the little, here we go. We'll do the little Men in Black thing. There. It's like it never happened.
What happened?
See everybody tomorrow.